Alright guys, welcome to a new video. The highest requested quad that I get on the channel is a Yamaha Raptor. I don't know how many comments there's been about this, but I always ask, what quad should I get? Yamaha Raptor, Yamaha Raptor, Yamaha Raptor. So today we're picking up a Yamaha Raptor 660. It's from New Berlin, Wisconsin, so it's not too far away. The guy said he could meet me, so that's good. It'll cut my time of driving probably in half. And it's in really good shape, and he's the only owner of it. So I'm guessing he's an older guy who takes good care of his stuff, which is what I'm looking for. And if we go through the pictures, it's looking pretty clean. I guess it's all stock. You can see the new 2020 sticker on it, so that's good. Very clean, you know, it's got a little light right here. He said everything works on it. He said it does need new brake pads in the back, but the brakes still work. Doesn't look like there's any rips in the seat. Lights obviously work, you can see from the picture. But yeah, it's all stock, which I wish I had an aftermarket pipe, but you know, what can you do? Looks like there's a new oil filter. Yeah, it looks really, really clean. Let's just read the description here. All stock 02 Yamaha Raptor 660. I'm the only owner of this quad. This machine is ready to go. So I messaged him and I offered $2,300 for it. Thought I'd knock off 500 bucks, and he accepted, and he said that he could meet me. So later today we're going and meeting up, and I'll be buying this quad. I did a little research on these things, and the Yamaha Raptor 660 is a 398-pound sport all-terrain vehicle. They sold these for $6,500 new in the US. And a couple of the specs: displacement 660cc, pretty big motor. Probably, I think this is the biggest quad I've ever owned if I do purchase this quad. Seat height is 33.9 inches, so it's pretty high. It's a 5-speed, and let's see here. It's got 36 horsepower. Wheelbase is 49 inches, and supposed top speed is 74 miles per hour. So those are a couple of the specs. People say these things wheelie like crazy. I watched a couple of YouTube videos, and people are really, really good at wheelies. So hopefully it'll be a wheelie monster just like the 400EX. But yeah, let's head out. Alright guys, we're off. We've got about a 53-minute drive. The guy was nice enough to meet me about halfway. So hopefully he shows up and everything goes smoothly. Couple things I'm going to check over. Check for bearing play. Check the air filter. He's the only owner of it, so it looks like it was taken care of, and I don't think we're going to have any problems. We're going to check out the brakes, stuff like that, go through all the gears, make sure it has power, make sure it runs, and yeah, that's basically all we're going to check. And then check out the tire wear. They look like pretty new tires on it, so I'm not too worried about that. But yeah, I'm pretty pumped for it. I've never owned anything over, I think, a 500, so this is going to be really new to me. I'm guessing the power is just insane on these things, so we'll see. We'll get it in the back of the truck, and it'll be exciting. Well guys, we got the beast in the back. Thing is crazy torquey. Thing's really fun. It's really easy to wheelie. I even did a couple wheelies just sitting there. Pops right up, tons of power, and went through all the gears, made sure they shifted right, and everything does. So I think we're all good there. Yeah, it's a fun machine. We'll take a look when we get home and go through the whole thing. But yeah, it's really nice. All right, made it home. Quad's in the back of the truck right there. Can't wait to rip this thing. It has a ton of power when I rode it. We're gonna be checking compression today. We're gonna be checking the oil, even though I checked the oil when I was there, but just to make sure it's good. We're gonna look over the whole thing, make sure suspension's good, check out the air filter, all that fun stuff today. I'll be taking it off the truck and going over everything. So stay tuned for that. Let's go take a peek at the new quad here. What a beauty. What a beauty. Alright, here it is. You can see it's got a new oil filter on it. 660R liquid cooled. So it is liquid cooled. That means it has coolant coming through it. Let's see here. We've got newer tires in the front. Lots of good tread left on those. Back ones are about maybe 50%, maybe 60%. They're not too bad. It's all stock, the guy said. He said he put new carburetors on it, I believe, and a new starter. He said his son primarily rode it. He said he switched out the front sprocket at one point, and he said it went too fast, so he had to switch it back to the stock sprocket. But everything he said works on it, runs perfect. So it's a pretty sweet quad. The lights work, shift smoothly, and yeah, it's in pretty good shape. It does need a good cleaning though. You can see it's just a little bit dirty from riding. But it's got shock wears by Outerwears. Little shock protectors on here. It's got a little light right here I'm going to take off. It kind of looks ugly. It's missing a couple bolts here and there, but nothing too bad. And what else can I say about it? Yeah, pretty much all stock. So it's registered until 2022. We've got the stickers over here. Let's see here. We've got the manual here, which is really nice. It came with the manual. And let's see. Yeah, really detailed manual. So we can check out everything today, make sure everything's in spec. But I love it when they come with the manual. Saves me a bunch of time looking up crap. Let's see here. Then we've got like the little owner's manual right here. It's kind of cool. Because this guy bought it brand new. And then we've got this thing. Tips and practice guide for ATV riders. Oh boy. They must give that out when you buy something brand new. Spare key in there, you can see. What else do we have for this thing? There's the sale, bill of sale. I think we've got everything here. New stickers. Yeah, you can see the stickers are right there. I believe it's for 2022, if I'm not mistaken. 2022 in there. So we got those stickers, and then we've got some parts right here that came with it, the plastics that came off of it. So we can put those back on. But yeah, I'm just happy we have the manual. But yeah, let's take it up the truck and start looking at it. Well, that was really graceful. Look at that ramp. Am I ever gonna buy a new one? It's too bad they don't just sell single ones. These ramps were like 160 bucks. But yeah, got it up the truck. Let's go take a look at it. And I know I'm dying to hear the first start, so let's do that as well. Alright, now that we're not in the wind, we can get a little closer look at it. You can see the motor doesn't have any spots where it was taken apart or oil was leaking anywhere. It's completely dry. So if you're looking close, see how the bolts aren't rounded off or anything? So I don't think it's ever been taken apart. He did say the valves were adjusted when the guy went in for an oil change. So he said the carburetors were rejetted, the carburetors were cleaned, and then the valves were adjusted to spec, and I believe that was last year. So, you know, they could potentially be off, but he only rode it one time last year, and that's why he's selling it, because he just never rode it enough. You can see the bearings are good. No slop in the wheel at all. So that's good. That one's good, no slop at all. Suspension felt good. Let's just quick take a peek under these protectors and see what that looks like. Kind of just curious to see. what's underneath here. Hopefully these did their job and they're not all rusted out. They're white. They're not rusted. More like oily. You can see that. So. All the brakes work on this thing. Back brake works. Front brake works. Let's go over here. Chain looks like it could be lubed up a little bit, but it isn't too loose or anything. Rear suspension feels pretty good. Stock pipe on this beast. It'd be great to get an aftermarket pipe. Leave a suggestion down below. What's a good aftermarket pipe for the Yamaha Raptors? This thing can come off. It looks like this guy must have put some GoPros on this thing before. So, I don't know if he's a YouTuber or what. Let's see, what's this? I honestly don't know what that is for. Let's see, there's a little knob up here. Not really sure what that's for. It goes up underneath here. It says rev on it. I'll have to look into that. I'm not sure. This is my first time owning a Raptor, so if anyone knows what this is, leave it in the comment section down below. That would be very helpful. It's got the thumb throttle on it, parking brake on it, so that's nice. Yeah, everything looks like it's here. How much gas is in this beast? Oh yeah, plenty of gas. This thing has reverse? No way. Oh, that's reverse. Right here. Must be. Ah. I think. I'm not sure. I didn't know this year had reverse. That would be awesome. Huh. We'll have to test that out. This is a 2002. Let's see if I can find the VIN anywhere on here. I don't know where they stamp it on this quad. But here's the radiator out in the front. So where does the coolant go in? You'd think it'd be over here somewhere. Must be underneath this panel. You just take it off. We'll check for coolant here before we ride it. Oh yeah, there's a cap underneath here. So we'll check for coolant before we ride it. I just want to check the oil here quick. Looks like the dipstick is right there. I believe this is. Alright, it says full on it. Let me just wipe that off and try it again. So everyone in the comments section said that you just place this in without twisting it in, so we'll do that and see where the measurement's at. So if you don't twist it in, it's at empty. But if you do twist it in, ooh, it's still pretty low. So we'll have to add a little oil too. We'll look at the manual and see if you actually are supposed to twist it in or not. Let's check underneath the seat and see what the air filter looks like. I'm curious to see what that looks like. Alright, let's see how you get the seat off of here. Let's see what this thing looks like. I mean, that definitely needs to be cleaned for sure. Check out the air filter. Tons of mud on it and crap, but at least there's an air filter in it. We've got some air filter cleaner and stuff. We can clean this up. We've got the K&N cleaner, and then we've got the K&N oil. Looks like a YUASA battery in here. But yeah, we'll definitely have to clean that out. That's pretty bad. I like the seat design in here though. It's really easy to get to, easy to put on. Yeah, it's a little easier than the 400EXs, where you've got the whole plastics and seat come off. This one's a little bit easier. But yeah, alright, so we need to add a little oil, clean out the air filter, and then add some coolant. For today, we're going to add the coolant and the oil. But let's first start it up here quick and hear what it sounds like. See if it starts up, and then we'll go from there. Alright, got the key. Let's see how long this thing takes to start up. I wonder if it was warm when he started it, because it started like right up right away. So let's just see here. My prediction, probably like 5 seconds of cranking. Let's see. Alright, well that instantly started. I think we've got a little battery problem, because it did click one time before it started. So I think the battery must just not be connected completely. Must be a little bit loose. That thing started right up. Sounds really good too. No noises whatsoever in the top end. So no smoking. Oh yeah, she's a beast. Thing's gonna be so fun to rip around. All right, let's check the coolant, add some oil, and then take it for a little rip. All right, I added a little bit more oil. You can see that it's about halfway between the E and the F, which is fine for right now. I think I might do an oil change tomorrow on it with a new filter, just because, I mean, it looks like good oil, but better safe than sorry. So for the first ride today, we can keep it between those two marks and just add a little bit, but tomorrow I'll change it all out. Oh yeah, it's topped off in there for sure. So that's good. All right, plenty of cooling in there. That's good to go. So oil is good to go, coolant's good to go. We're gonna lube up the chain here, and then we'll take it for the first ride. This thing is crazy torquey. Holy cow, really fun. Really smooth, really fun. It lifts right up in first gear for sure. Second gear isn't as bad, but it's crazy in first. You can't even keep it down. Alright guys, to go in reverse on this thing, there's a little knob right here. What you're going to do is turn it to on, start it up, and then once you have it started up, you're going to twist this all the way to the right until you can't twist it anymore. Mine's kind of broken off. And then you're going to shift all the way down until you hit reverse. I think it's like one pass first gear. So that's how you take it into reverse. So I'll show you guys right now. Well guys, that wraps up the first ride on the Yamaha Raptor 660. Super fun machine. Wheelies in first gear super easily. Second's a little bit, you know, iffier, but there's a lot of slop in the throttle, and I think that might have something to do with it. It just feels like there's a lot of slop there. So it feels like you have to push really far down to get power. But once that power hits, it's crazy. It's unlike any other quad I've ever ridden, except the 450. It's comparable to the 450, to be honest. But it's liquid cooled, crazy machine. Definitely more to come in this thing. We gotta get it cleaned up, new oil, clean out the filter, pressure wash this thing, take off some of these stickers, clean it up a bit, clean up the wiring, get this reverse fixed. Even though it does work, we tested that out. So this is the version with reverse. I think they maybe all came with reverse, I'm not sure. But yeah, they're super fun. And next ride, we'll take it trail riding, really test it out, and future videos we're going to be racing the 400EX and then the Kawasaki Takate. Like, subscribe if you guys haven't already. Until next time, we are out.